Okay, so Gemini, this is your reading for 18. And I'm starting off with you guys, even though it's Cancer party time. But since I didn't do, yeah, yeah, I never oblige myself, but I do the monthlies. I do like to have them out by the 1st at the latest. So in that case, I am slacking a little bit, but I had a humdinger of a month if you've seen any of the other videos. So yeah. So these were shuffled and cut and just sitting here. I didn't look, but we're gonna do it again. But anyway, so there's Rejuvenation. Okay, Judgment card, Archangel Gabriel, Two of Wands, ooh, Twin Flames. Also, that's very much having healed, okay, rejuvenated, balanced your energies, Gemini, because that, okay, the dark and the light, the black and the white, okay, these two sides of you, okay, so really owning that. See how they're both held in the same position, at the same level, and, okay, he's moving forward, very much revived, okay, so, on path, on purpose, on point. Like, you've played the Observer for a while now, it's like, so I was channeling a little bit, it was like, you, kind of like that Two of Wands, sitting, like, I just saw, like, Gemini, okay, this one person that represented all of Gemini, like, sitting in a throne, or just, like, a chair with some stature, okay, excuse me, and was just like, okay, you go. Okay, now you go. And just hearing everybody out, and then just like what the judge does, goes in the private quarters in the back, whatever, and reviews the, okay, and it's like that kind of tension of like waiting for the Gemini to make their move, and like, okay, so everybody you're just doing the Gemini thing, but everybody else might be having their own perspective of your energies and what's going on. But it's like you're ready to come out of the chambers now and declare the decision. I just heard some people that know you, Gemini, were saying, yeah, we've been waiting on that decision. So some of you might do some decisions that maybe involve some other people or something, I don't know. As far as like, kind of tangly, knots and tangles and I don't know, you'll unweave it eventually. Okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Some people they're in the dark about like what's going on, Gemini. What's this? Okay, Eight of Pentacles. So you're tinkering, you're working, you're applying your tools to all these things, elements of intel, okay, that you've gained from both sides. Okay, so now you're going away, not necessarily geographically, but it could be that. Okay, I just got like Gemini, you got your info from both sides, you're like, okay, now you're going away, but it's like you're on the verge of just about to come back out and emerge with your decision. Okay, so, but while you're working on this, like I said, some people might be feeling like you're throwing them some shade, keeping them in the dark about some stuff, but that's not your intention. But like I said, perhaps in the past it was. And for maybe some of you Geminis, maybe it is, like I said, because I got a little bit of a tangly, like, because some people just said, like I said, yeah, we've been waiting on that decision, Gemini. Okay, so, let's see what we got here. So we have Nine of Cups, King of Wands. Okay, what? Okay, so Four of Wands. So something about, okay, so there's the lyre, okay, that instrument, okay, so this is the Cat People deck, so it's very much Lyran seed. I got strong Lyran seed lineage, okay, so maybe for some of you Geminis watching, okay, and also look, okay, so two cats, see how the rings, the lion, it's green though, so balance centered in your heart. Okay, looks like a third eye. Okay, the two sides of Gemini, black, white, yin, yang. So, as long as you're balanced and centered in your heart, okay, you're going to make the best decision. And I was going to say for all parties involved, but As long as you're just putting God first and then self and do the proper sequence, right? It self-prioritizes when you put God first. You don't necessarily need to even think about what's best for all people involved. We're like kind of beyond that. We know that it trickles down now, so we put God first. We do it in the proper sequence, policy and procedure. Okay? And where does it start? The heart. Start, heart, okay, art, it all start, the star, okay, the heart. So this Four of Wands, so this could, like I said, with a little bit of tangly, okay, because feelings are involved, maybe a home, living with some, okay, so it's from Geminis, and already with that Two of Wands and rejuvenation, which is the Judgment card, which is Archangel Gabriel, okay, Two Wands, and we have King of Wands, so I was gonna say queen, but king is queen. It's 5. That's what it. Okay, and that's what Gabriel is. Grace 5, fire, faith. Ferris, rich, feline. Okay, the copper, shiny ones. Look at that hair. Okay, so red hair, Jean. Okay, so Gemini, King of Wands, 9 of Cups, 4 of Wands. So it looks like you're gonna get what you want. Be that, you know, coming out of this ether, okay, now really putting it to action with this King of Wands. Like I said, the Two of Wands is the path, okay? You're on the path, you're moving forward. King of Wands, you know, that 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, you're going after what you want, okay? With passion, purpose, desire, ambition, love, okay, in your heart, okay? It's heart-centered. 4 of Wands, it's about building community. And very interesting, because I was just thinking right before I started doing this, I was like, wow, brothers and sisters out here, we have like people who know computer stuff, people who are like, you know, construction workers, but carpenters, whatever. We could build a community. You know what I mean? Like people who are awesome gardeners and chefs like me, and then other people who do like, it's just like dude, we're ready, right? The new earth, the new home. It's right here. It's called the heart. That's how you get there. Woo. King of Wands with 9 of Cups. Some of you Geminis are going to be on the receiving end, okay, of maybe someone coming out and saying you're the one waiting, okay? Maybe you're waiting for someone else for, like, you go first and then you come out with your, like, yeah, I've been wanting to do that too. Because that 4 of Wands, it's like community, it's like on the brink of everyone coming together. But, dude, star, like I just said, heart, the start, it's getting started, okay? What do we got here? Dude, I keep saying, dude, I'm in NorCal, what I can say. So here's the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, does that get it started or what? 9 of Pentacles. I'm saying, okay, I'm going to have to do another video. I don't even want to mention it because then I'll have to mention it in every video. But yeah, dream last night and then a synchronicity this morning. So 9, and it goes right along with this, like, wow, it bursted, it's getting started, it's really taking shape now, okay? 9 of Pentacles, there you are. I see the Page of Swords as Gemini. There you are, right there, okay? Okay, you have the capital, you have the resources, okay, to get it started. 4 of Wands, how do we get it started? In the heart. That's where it starts. Okay? From love. Everything is birthed from love. Out of the darkness. See? The light comes out of mother. Okay? She gives birth. See, she's the feminine, rooted in the masculine. Singularity. But then she has to split into 2, open up, and let out the singularity, which is the masculine, electric, rooted in the feminine, because he comes out of the, now that's, because he creates the 2, the split to, so it's like that yin yang, okay, the black and the white, the black part of the yin yang rooted in that white dot, which is the masculine. That's how we create, boom, boom, boom. And then the light goes back into her, Mother Magdalene. So metaphysically, okay, so we'll go into that a little bit more with Cancer, because that's the great mother, and that's what Cancer represents. So, okay, man, 4 of Wands. The Star card, 9 of Pentacles, we already had the 9 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, the King of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, what else was it? But, okay, so this Page of Swords, all these ideas, now it's, Gemini, this is the time to get it started for you, this is the year, coming out of recovery, I just heard for some people, okay, so some people might be recovering from an accident, from an addiction. These are just all labels that the root is imbalance, okay? And everything stems from there. And where does imbalance come from? Fear. And what's the opposite of fear? Love. When you're not in love, you're in fear. It's one or the other. So choose love, Gemini. That's what you're doing. Oh, this just fell out of hand. Choose love. Okay, right when I said choose love. And if you see in, because I just noticed this the other day, there's only, I always said this, but I actually noticed because I got an Ace of Cups on, when I did a personal twin flame reading for myself, my twin got Ace of Cups on his side, and I got Seven of Cups. And I noticed in the Seven of Cups, I'm like, the one that's always shining, there's always one that's higher, that's shining, that's standing out, okay, above all else. And it had a ghost with like a golden halo. I'm like, oh, that's like the Holy Ghost. And then the twin had the Ace of Cups on his side. Okay, so it's like, there's only ever one choice, right? The divine one. Okay, all the rest is just illusion. It's the illusion of options. Once you choose that, okay, as long as you choose from the heart, you'll always choose the right one. That's putting God first, go self, and then everything open. You're completely open to receiving everything else that's seemingly outside of you. Okay, but so this seems like illusion or so, but it's there to teach you discernment. Okay, especially guiding through your emotions. Okay, so discernment of emotion. And since you're air sign, maybe you had to work on, Geminis had to work on this a little bit, okay? And you succeeded famously, admirably. What's the line from? I love that one. Are you trying to look unattractive? Yes, mother. Well, you've succeeded admirably. With American Beauty, yeah. So, I love that line. Anyway, that movie's funny. Okay, so the Seven of Cups came out. Yeah, the Emperor on the bottom, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so you're moving forward very sure-footedly. Okay, anchoring all that Gemini discernment, okay, onto the earth. You can be that weaver if you apply that ether. You can be the weaver if you apply the ether. That's the last name, Weaver. Okay, Weber, Weaver, Ebert. That's what we do. So Gemini, you can really tap into that. Okay. And apply it, okay? So we have wands, we have major arcana here, stars, so they really want you to get it started. You're going to be guided, okay? You're going to have guidance, you'll be getting dreams, whatever, okay? However it comes to you, whatever, however God speaks to you, however the universe communicates with you, your galactic team, okay? The Lyrans, maybe especially, okay? Because they really get things started from the heart and manifest. So, you're being called to practice that, okay, so fine-tune that gift, and it's like Emperor status for you, okay, very confident, okay, self-assured, okay, you don't need assurance from anyone else, as long as you're in your heart, that's where everything is available to you, like that Eight of Pentacles, all your tools, okay, everything you need to know, your body, your everything, your emotions, that's a tool, okay, everything, okay, so, but you balance centered in the heart, that star, that's where that's your manifesting center, your true manifesting center, okay, that's like, I always use the reference of like tennis, being center baseline, every time you go to strike the ball close up at the net, way far off to the side, where you always got to get back to what center baseline, where you have the best vantage point, because then, okay, just like with sight, okay, just like God's throwing the green esteem, the between the green, right, the liken unto an emerald, that, okay, between the water, the fire, Raphael, Gabriel, balance, the temperance card, star in our heart. So, again, yeah, Emperor, and that Page of Swords came out, so, Knight of Pentacles, moving forward in confidence. And that comes from being in the heart, because that's where we're balanced. We're not an ego. Ego doesn't have, that's always better than less than, never has confidence, true confidence. Okay, so Page of Cups. Wow, I just saw like a big old orb. Look at that. Okay, and see how it's kind of reflected onto the earth, kind of like in an oval shape, like birth. Okay, that's what you're doing, Gemini. Take that ether, okay, apply it down through the earth, through your emotions into the earth, the water. Okay, so take that air, that ether, apply it into your, because you're the master of that ether, Gemini. Okay, so you really have, right, because you're right there in the center, black, white, those two columns. You have that discernment, you have access to all that intel. So when you apply it, you can really be a master manifester, okay? Because of that heart energy, okay? It comes from spirit, from ether first. So let the trickle down happen for you, okay? Yeah, so that Page of Cups, that's what I really got from there, is really anchoring that ether. Because you can really do a lot of good with that Gemini energy if you apply it into the earth through the wands, okay, cups, and pentacles, because Knight of Pentacles. So, and so that fire, everything but the ether. You're good. You're the master of the ether, Gemini. You got that. So apply it in the other three elements, and you are golden. You are getting it started. You are manifesting like a okay? Yeah, you, Gemini. That's you. All right. All right, we'll leave it at that. I hope you have a beautiful day, Gemini. Love, peace, and blessings.